Today is a happy day. Today is a joyous day. A day in which we have all gathered together in order to witness a wonderful marriage that is about to take place between this beautiful couple. But what is marriage? Marriage is a bond between two people that symbolises companionship, strength and love. It signifies an important and unique step in any relationship. However, it is not only about two people who are in love. Don't get me wrong, being with the person you love is an important aspect of any relationship, and any marriage for that matter. However, it is about finding that person who understands you, who supports you, and who encourages you. It is the person who laughs at your jokes, even when they're not very funny, loves you when you are in your comfies with your bed hair, and is just as weird as you. Marriage is about finding your person. Family and friends, my name is Lauren Townsend and I am a civil marriage celebrant. It is my absolute pleasure to be here today in the beautiful Adelaide Botanic Gardens to conduct the ceremony for Chloe and Philip. On behalf of them, I'd like to welcome you all here today. Chloe and Philip have chosen you all to be here today as you're very important to them. You have played a significant role in their lives and they would love nothing more than to celebrate this special day with you all. Chloe and Philip, it is part of my duty as a marriage celebrant to explain to you today that I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to the law. Before you are joined in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of all of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship that you are about to enter. Marriage according to law in Australia is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. So, to start today's ceremony, I'd like to invite Lauren to come up to share with us a reading that signifies the importance of finding your person, titled Marriage is Not Beautiful by an unknown author.
Marriage is ugly. You see the absolute worst in someone. You see them when they're mad, sad, being stubborn, when they're so unlovable they make you scream. But you also get to see them when they are laughing so hard that tears run down their face, and they can't help but let out those weird gurgling noises. You see them at 3 a.m. when the world is asleep except you two, and you're eating in the middle of the kitchen floor. You get to see the side of them that no one else does, and it's not always pretty. It's snorting while laughing, it's the tears when it feels like it's all crashing down, it's the farting, it's the bedhead and bad breath, it's the random dances, it's the anger and the joy. Marriage isn't a beautiful thing, but it is amazing. It's knowing that someone loves you so much and won't leave you even though you said something nasty. It's having someone have your back no matter what. It's fights over stupid things like someone not doing the dishes or picking up after themselves. And it's those nights you fall asleep in each other's arms feeling like there will never be enough time with them. It's cleaning up their throw up or just rubbing their back when they're sick. It's the dirtiest, hardest, most rewarding job there is. Because at the end of the day, you get to crawl into bed with your best friend. The weirdest, most annoying, loving, goofy, perfect person that you know. Marriage is not beautiful, but it's one heaven of a ride.
Thank you, Lauren. That was really lovely. Perfect, hey? Yeah, okay. So, I'd like you two to now hold hands because we're going to tell your love story. Traditionally, Valentine's Day is celebrated on February 14th to celebrate all things romantic. It's a day that partners are expected to go all out for each other to signify their love by buying flowers, chocolates, teddy bears, the works. However, from this day forward, Valentine's Day will hold a special and unique memory for you, Chloe and Philip. It'll forever be remembered as your wedding day. So where did it all begin? 3 years ago, Chloe boarded a plane headed for Singapore, where she was to attend a video game designers conference. Chloe had been working as a video game designer for quite a while and was excited at the opportunity to meet, engage and network with others working in her field. Never did she think that her life would change as much as it did from the moment that she laid eyes on Philip. Chloe remembers the exact moment she saw Philip. It was at a pre-conference social event, which not very many people tend to go to. But during a phone call with her daughter Rose, little Rose said, "You have to go make friends, Mum." And go make friends she did. Chloe remembers that when she saw Philip, she describes him as the ever classic tall, dark and handsome, with an incredibly kind face. Chloe knew that she needed to talk with Philip. There was just something about him that drew her towards him. And the fact that he was a bit of a nerd like her, well, that was just a huge bonus. Philip was relatively new to the video game designing world. He'd been working as a graphic designer and loved winding down the day playing video games. One day, after a few significant life changes, he woke up and just thought, why don't I combine what I'm good at with what I love? So Philip also became a video game designer. Never did he think that at his first conference in his new career would he meet his future wife. Philip recalls the first time he saw Chloe across the room at the pre-social conference event. He was instantly drawn in by her warm and kind smile, and that laugh was just infectious. It took a few glasses of liquid courage, but later that evening, Chloe walked over to Philip and introduced herself. And the rest, as they say, is history. Now, it wouldn't be a meet cute without some minor bumps in the road for Chloe and Philip. As you know, Chloe lives in Australia, and at the beginning of their relationship, Philip still lived in Singapore. Whilst the distance posed some challenges, Chloe and Philip made a commitment to one another to continue to flourish and grow their relationship. A phone call every night to discuss how their days went, date night every Friday where they would have dinner together, even if it was through a computer screen, and as often as they could, they would fly to see each other. It was on one of these flights that when Chloe boarded, she got the surprise of her life. As she made her way through the tunnel, there was Philip, on one knee, asking her to be his wife. And of course she said yes. Over the past 3 years, Chloe and Philip have shared the highs and lows of life, especially with living in different countries, but they have created some wonderful memories. They have supported each other through their new careers, been on wonderful adventures together, and have built a life in their new home. Chloe especially loves how Philip has accepted Rose as a daughter of his own and finally feels that her family is now complete. Chloe and Philip would like to take this time to say thank you to their parents for everything that they have done in their lives. Elizabeth and George, Jane and Edward, you have all been nothing but supportive of them as individuals and as a couple. You have encouraged them to chase their dreams and be the people that they want to be. They will be forever grateful of all the love, help, encouragement and friendship you continue to show them, especially in the lead up to this special day and beyond. Today, Chloe and Philip ask that you please continue to support them through this next stage of their lives and ask for your blessing for them to be husband and wife. Now we come to a really special part of the ceremony. Today celebrates Chloe and Philip's beautiful commitment, but it also is a special day for someone else, Chloe's child, Rose. Rose, can you come forward, please? Chloe, for your daughter Rose, this is a memorable day as well. This marriage brings together two families, unfolding a new family tradition. This marriage begins a new story, new chapters in your lives as your family begin to write that story together. The candle you hold symbolises your individual parts in your stories, and as you light the main candle, in that moment, this new family moves forward as one. Got a few win challenges. Good job, Rose. Well done. Very special. All right. Chloe and Philip, I want you to take this moment before we head into the nitty-gritty of your ceremony and look out to your family and friends. Smile, take it all in, act really awkward. It's good. It's all about you, so we're going to stare at you, okay? Look at all these people who love you and they really want to cherish this special moment with you. Okay. Please hold hands. We're now at the part of the ceremony when you will ask each other to be husband and wife. But before we do, I would like to share with everyone what you both love about each other. Chloe loves Philip's caring and sensitive personality and will, no matter what, always put her and Rose first. She loves how Philip will make their breakfast every morning, despite being up late the night before doing research, when he's really just playing video games with his online buddies all night. Chloe loves that Philip is a perfectionist, by all means of the word, where he cannot go to bed unless his socks and jocks are lined up exactly as they're meant to be in his drawer. She loves that he is incredibly patient, with a unique ability to put her at ease, especially when she is stressed about meeting a deadline at work or with helping Rose. Chloe loves that Philip is incredibly loyal, kind-hearted, and caring to all those in his life. Philip loves Chloe's spontaneity and her general zest for life, where he sometimes has no idea what she may have in store for them. Philip loves that Chloe is willing to put 100% into everything in her life, her work, her friends, and her relationship, especially with her daughter Rose. She loves that Chloe tries to hide her nerdy side, but knows that when she is going out for a walk at night, she's really scoping the neighbourhood playing Pokemon Go. Philip loves that Chloe shamelessly reads and writes sci-fi fan fiction and will regularly have an in-depth conversation with him about these false characters and really believes in their story. Philip loves that Chloe is incredibly passionate, caring, and will do anything for those that she loves. Philip, will you keep Chloe as your person, to laugh with her, go on adventures with her, and support her through life's tough moments? Will you promise to agree with her even when you know she may be wrong, be proud of her, grow old with her, and find new reasons to love her every day?
I do.
Chloe, will you keep Philip as your person, to laugh with him, go on adventures with him, and support him through life's tough moments? Will you promise to agree with him even though he may be wrong, be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day?
I do.
Chloe and Philip see marriage as further demonstrating their commitment to one another, especially after living apart more than they've been in the same country. They believe this has formed the foundation of their marriage and look forward to continuing to build their lives together, one geek and one nerd, manoeuvring through life with each other by their sides. Chloe and Philip, you are now about to make promises to one another that you will carry throughout your marriage from this day forward. The words you are about to say will set the tone of your relationship and your intentions for one another. I'm going to now ask you to say your vows. Do we have tissues at the reader? Okay, good.
I ask everyone here present to witness that I, Chloe Rose Hendricks, take you, Philip Goten, to be my lawful wedded husband. Philip, you are my best friend. You are my soulmate. I knew from the moment I met you that there was truly something special between us. Although we have a lot in common, it is our opposite traits that I believe truly make our relationship unique. I am loud, you are quiet. I am spontaneous, and you like to plan. I like to live in organised chaos, and you like everything to be neatly organised and to have its place. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I promise to always love you, cherish you, work with you, and continue to build a wonderful life together. Through the good times and the bad, today I choose you, Philip, to be my husband forever and always.
I ask everyone here present to witness that I, Philip Godin, take you, Chloe Rose Hendricks, to be my lawful wedded wife. Chloe, when I met you, I was at a time in my life that I truly didn't think I would be with anyone else. You came into my life like a hurricane, full of energy, surprising, and with a real zest for life. You have a huge heart and a beautiful smile, and I am so glad that I will soon be able to call you my wife. You know me better than I know myself, and I cannot believe I get to marry you today. You are an amazing partner and a wonderful mother. To see how you are with Rose makes me love you even more. I promise to be with you always, to be present in our relationship, and push through life's challenges and celebrate the rewards. Thank you for choosing me, Chloe. I am truly honoured to go through life with you by my side.
Can I please ask Leonie to bring forward Chloe and Philip's rings?
Philip, I give you this ring as a sign of the commitment that we are making today. I love you today and every day that follows. With this ring, I hope to share with you my hopes, my dreams, and my desires.
Chloe, I give you this ring as a sign of the commitment we are making today. I love you today and every day that follows. With this ring, I hope to share with you my hopes, my dreams, my desires.
Take a breath. Chloe and Philip, today you have made a commitment to one another for life in front of all of your loved ones. You have made a promise that you will share your lives together and grow together as husband and wife. You have further committed yourself to a gorgeous little girl who will watch your relationship and grow up full of love, admiration and excitement. I am delighted to now pronounce you husband and wife. Philip, you may kiss your bride. So I'm going to ask Chloe and Philip to sign the register. I'm going to call up their witnesses, Heather and Carl, one at a time, so I'll let you know. And if you can just all chat amongst yourselves, and we'll be back in a few moments, okay?
You are party two, so I'm going to get you to sign directly under there for me. Perfect. So, Philip, can you just thank you? And then, same again, directly under there for me. And then, this one here, I'm going to get you to sign just there. And this one here. Very good, well done. Philip, I'll come round to you.
Thank you. So nice.
So same again, if you can say party one under there for me.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, there.
Yeah.
And lucky last, over here for me. Just a line there.
Just in the
Yep,
center.
first line. Okay, beautiful. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Now come back around, I'll take that one.
Even though-
Thank you. Yep. How are you feeling?
Whoa, it's done. Official.
Just stay standing for me. You're just under there for me. Okay. And then perfect. Okay. Much success. Same again. Just under there for me. Beautiful. And lucky last. We want you just under there for me. Thanks.
Thanks, Heather.
Thank you.
I mean, it's the least I can do.
Thank you very much. All right, you can sit back down.
Thank you.
Carl, can you come forward? Ready for a gainer, Squeeze in there.
Well done, guys. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Carl. So there you go. Just over there for me. Chloe, do you want? Not Chloe. Beautiful.
Close.
There again for me there. Strong left hand.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
Oh, one more.
One
You
more.
got one
Oh.
more.
Come on, Carl.
Just there for me, please.
Well, here's.
Yep, just there.
Perfect.
Thank you. Good job.
Cheers, man.
Thank you.
I'll sign quickly. There you have
Lauren, thank you. You made it gorgeous for us.
Good job. And then you can celebrate. Yes. Alright. I'm doing the time. Right, come on through, guys. Yep. So I'm just going to present you with the certificate again.
With a magnifying glass instead.
Finding love and your partner for life is much like a video game. It is usually a quick start with lots of exciting adventures and rewards in the beginning. But as you make your way through, it takes time, perseverance, and patience to get to the end. But that's when you truly understand what all the hard work is for. There are levels that are exciting, sad, disappointing, and full of adventure, making it sometimes all at once. But at this point, we realise that true love is at the core of what makes us whole. Family and friends, I'd like you to please join me in congratulating the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Ling.